Hey everybody, Dr. Monique Charles here, your brainy, brawny, beautiful academic. And I thought I would hop on to talk to you a bit about my academic journey and also that Black Academic Life, which is my lifestyle brand. To kind of give you a bit of insight into me, into the brand, how I'm connected to the brand and the brand's connected to me, other than I just am the owner of the brand. So I'll start with my academic journey. So I did my undergraduate. I'll start from university, right? So I did my undergraduate in psychology, and my minor subject was race and cultural studies because these are the things that interest me: the mind-body connection, what makes people tick, all that sort of stuff. But I'm also interested in society, race, and culture in particular. So yeah, I did my undergraduate, got a Bachelor of Science, so I BSc is what I got. And then I went on to do a master's, not immediately afterwards, but I went on to do a master's next. I'm just talking about the academic stuff. The master's was in race and ethnic relations, another area that same, I suppose, area I'm interested in. And that was a Master of Political Science. So that's an MSc that I got there. And so they changed the name of it because even though it was called Race and Ethnic Relations, it did look at race, it did look at ethnicity, but also looked at religion, it looked at class and gender, and a little bit about ability as well, and a bit about sexuality, and gender. Yeah, so it looked at those things as well, particularly in the British context. It looked at policy, political science. It looked at policy and how this impacts on different groups, and it also looked at culture and arts, which is more my lane, I would say. So although I am interested in politics and policy and all of that sort of stuff, I'm a singer, and I like to be creative, hence that Black Academic Life, the lifestyle brand. And so that was really what spoke to me. And my master's thesis was on hip hop anyway, hip hop and race. And then I went on to do my PhD in sociology, and I narrowed it down further, and I looked at Black British music, and in particular I looked at grime. And I looked at it to kind of produce theory and methods of understanding Black British music. So that's what I did, and that's my academic journey. Once I finished the PhD, you become a doctor. So I'm a recent early career academic, or a young academic, because I graduated in 2017, and I just started the journey. Whilst I was doing my PhD, there were other things I was involved in as well, academically. So me and my PhD sister, we co-founded the UK arm of the Black Doctoral Network. So it's based in the US, and we co-founded the UK arm to encourage Black doctors and Black doctoral students, PhD students, to network, to know each other, and to know each other in the UK, but also to encourage international collaboration and communication, so you knew people internationally as well. So that's what I was doing. And every year the BDN would have an international conference in the US, and I would go to that. And one of the keynotes, for example, in fact, two of the keynotes that, in fact, there were lots of good keynotes, but Cornell West, who you may have heard of, Patricia Hill Collins, who you may have heard of as well, and Joy DeGroy, they are some of the names that have were keynotes at the BDN. And yeah, so I did that. That started in 2012, and 2016 that finished. And then that's when I founded that Black Academic Life, and I've been slowly working on that Black Academic Life ever since. Now, the reason why I was interested in, I suppose, setting up that Black Academic Life is because there are times, and some of the experiences that the people I networked with found, that they felt like they didn't belong, or they were made to feel like they didn't belong. So I was very much into, well, we need to be visible, and we need to be bold about our visibility. So if you look at some of the t-shirts and stuff that I have, you can see it's about being bold, it's about being visible, and it's about celebrating. I'm here, here's my knowledge, here's my education, I'm clever, and I have as much right to be here as anybody else. So it's that kind of thing. When I go to teach, My hoops come with me. However my hair is, that goes with me. My bright nails and bright lipstick, my sneakers or my trainers come with me. I don't necessarily feel like I have to fit into any kind of box or anything like that to teach or to be an academic. I'm just doing my best to be myself in these spaces. Sometimes it's easier than others, but that's what I do. So that's what the brand is about. And I feel personally connected to it because I feel like I embody it, or I feel like it's part of me because I live that Black academic life. And some other things I've done related to academia, and these are small things, so I'm not trying to overstate my importance in these situations. But in the early stages, well, whilst I was part of the Black Doctoral Network, I was, networking with people in the UK, and I was at some of the initial meetings for the Black Studies degree that launched in 2017 at BCU. So what should it look like? What should it include? That sort of stuff. So I was there in the early stages contributing towards that. Also in the early stages of what's happening in Black British history, a conversation. I was there at the early stages contributing and giving information and knowledge about that. The actual title, What's Happening in Black British History, a conversation, I named it that. From the brainstorming that we did, and then they dropped a conversation afterwards. One of the reasons why I haven't been so involved in that is because when those would happen in October, which is UK Black History Month, I was in the US doing Black Doctoral Network stuff. So yeah, but I have had took part in those things. I had small involvement again in having Form 696 scrapped, so I went to some of the working group meetings just to kind of talk about some of the things there. So not a massive role in any of these things. I'm not going to try and overstate and say I founded this and I did this and I did that, but I have been present in trying to do my part to contribute to things that can shape our understanding of the world around us.